RevelatorAlf. Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf, a biker's life less ordinary and a biker live show. Almost. Yes, hello. This is supposed to be a live stream, but unfortunately I've been having a few issues with my live streaming and also with YouTube itself. Basically, I've been stopped from live streaming, and I'm going to tell you why. I kind of feel that YouTube is killing me off a little bit here, but I don't really blame them either. But there's a big problem in how to get issues resolved. So I'll come to that in a moment. But this is about how I'm using live streaming. So basically what my plan is, I've been experimenting with live streaming for the last sort of couple of months, as you know, if you've been watching the channel, and I've been doing different things, and I've also been giving live updates of the channel as well, which I really like to do. I'm not using the laptop webcam, I'm using the Ausdom webcam, which the link is below if you want to get one. It's really cheap, but it's good quality HD and ish, and but the great thing is that it lets lots of light in as well, and it's got a built-in microphone, it works brilliantly. So if you're interested in that, just check the link below. Anyway, so I've been experimenting with live streams. Now the whole point was not only just to do a live stream of myself talking to you, but what I also plan to do, and I put notifications out on social media last week and also made a video as well, that I'm planning to do a whole new show of live interviews or recorded live interviews with other bikers from around the world, wherever they are, and in whatever capacity. So whether you just love your riding, both on-road, off-road, if you're into motorcycle clubs, motorcycle rallies, if you're an artist of any kind, musician, artist, if you're a creative in any way, if you're a business owner, that kind of thing. If the one element that combines us or connects us all together is riding motorcycles, but we know there's a huge difference in the different types of people who ride motorcycles around the world, and different views, different aspirations, so on and so forth, and different uses for motorcycles as well, whether it's just purely leisure, whether it's leisure and work, or whether it's purely work as well. So I wanted to get a flavour of that. Anyway, so that's where the live streaming was going to come in. The problem is that I've been having a few issues with my laptop and also the program which I'm using called OBS. Now, if I'm just recording myself, it's not really much of a problem. The problem is when I'm trying to import a feed, let's say from Skype, that's where I get quality issues, and that's where I get a lag between the video and the audio. So what will happen, and that was on the live stream as well, so I did a couple of experiments, and it's almost unwatchable. The audio is clear, the video is clear, but it's like watching an old kung fu movie, they're talking like that, and it's a bit all over the place. So the idea was to have a series of shots where you'd have just me in frame, as you just did, myself on the left hand side, maybe with a kind of logo on the left hand side or the right hand side, or we've got this, sorry, and this way, something like that, and we've got something like this, where you can have not two of me, of course, but I'd be interviewing somebody on the opposite side through a Skype feed or something like that. Now, I've done this before for other channels and other things like the websites, and this is really good because you can reach across the world and just have a live discussion with somebody. It's really good, or live record somebody. So anyway, so that's something, and then obviously just go back to the full screen, which I am, so I could switch between the two. Now I can do it. It's all a little bit cumbersome at the moment, and I can record it, and I'm recording this basically off the webcam directly onto my laptop. As I say, but the problem is I am having a few quality issues and I am having a few lagging issues, and even in this video there is a slight lag which I can already detect on the image that I'm getting from this OBS, this open broadcast system or whatever it is that you can use. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's my laptop. I've checked the settings. You know, you go onto YouTube and there's 100 videos and they're all telling you something slightly different of exactly the same thing, and you do all that and nothing really changes. So I've got a feeling it's down to my laptop more than the actual settings itself. Right now, this setup is using about 50% of my computer power, the CPU. I'm not computer minded at all, so this is all beyond me as well. The other thing that I wanted to do was, when I'm doing these live recordings, also to record audio as a podcast through the laptop as well, and then create a podcast. Now, I can do that, but it'll have to be done on my phone as opposed to going onto my computer, because it just won't work at the same time. It won't do it. So I've just found this out just now, that the podcasting elements won't be able to I won't be able to do it on the computer. Why is this important for you? Why are you interested in it? Well, maybe you're not, maybe you are. But one of the things about YouTube is that they want to get people continuously watching YouTube, and as much as possible take them off the other platforms or whatever, and fair play to them. That's what we're here for. We're here to kind of provide content which you'll want to watch. Live stream is just a natural extension of that, and it's also an added benefit, really. And I'll tell you why. Let's say I can do a live stream and I can import chat onto the screen as well from the YouTube chat, so from a live stream, and we can interact there and then, and it's all done and dusted. So actually it's a much more efficient way of just doing live chats and just general chats. The video quality can still be pretty good. The audio can still be, pretty good as well. But it doesn't have to be 4K and all that kind of stuff. Now, some people are really going for that. I think you're going to have a really fast computer, I would imagine, to do it. But for most people, this kind of thing, this kind of quality is going to be absolutely fine. I suppose it really depends what you're going to be live streaming for. Are you going to be just doing updates? Are you going to be speaking about something that's just happened? Or are you just going to try and use it in a way that's a bit more efficient for your channel? The whole point is this, that YouTube want you to do live stream as much as possible. It's the new buzzword for the last year. Live stream as much as possible. So this comes back to my original point. Okay, first of all, it does help you. It does help your channel, and it makes it more efficient. Why? Because it's being streamed straight away, so you don't have to worry about editing and anything like that. You just have to have a clear idea in your mind on where you're going to start, when you're going to finish, and what the whole template of your live stream is going to be. So you really need to kind of plan it out, where the start, the middle, the end. Have a story, write down bullet points. And the beauty of live stream is that you can make a few errors and a few mistakes. It doesn't have to be totally scripted. It can be off the cuff a little bit. You're winging it a little bit. So that's a good thing. I'm just going to centralize myself here a little bit. And that's a good thing in many ways. That's what we want to have. So you can see here, I'm switching up a little bit. I'm experimenting with different angles, and this all can be done in OBS, which is really good. And it makes it really usable and easy to do live streaming. So YouTube wants you to do live streaming. It's better for you in many ways if you just want to do a face-to-camera thing, because it's more efficient. You don't have to edit it afterwards. You don't have to spend hours just trying to get it through your computer to upload to YouTube. It's just there. It's straight there. The only difference with recording as opposed to not recording, going live stream, is that let's say you're not talking about YouTube specific stuff. Let's say you want to talk about OBS in general. Okay, so you want to make this live stream, but live recording into an OBS type tutorial, let's say. Well, then you can take your video and then you can actually either upload it to YouTube, you can then upload it to, I don't know, wherever, Facebook. You can upload it to another platform, let's say like Cocoscope, which I'm on as well. You know, that kind of thing. So you can share it wherever you want to. If you go live stream, then, you know, it's just going straight to YouTube or wherever else you're going, like Twitch, for example. If you're a gamer, you'll go to Twitch. I'm not a gamer, so, you know, it doesn't really bother me. Right, so why or what happened with my live streaming service? Well, this is it. Because I've been having so many issues with this live streaming and screen recording off my laptop, and there was something going wrong. There was a lot of lagging. There was sort of video quality issues as well. And this was even before I updated the computer as well. Also upgraded the computer with a new SSD hard drive and the you know, the increase in RAM as well, which I thought would have actually helped this out, but for some reason it isn't. I think it's to do with the actual motherboard or the CPU. I don't know. The actual brain of the computer is probably got a bit of a headache or some kind of head cold. I don't know. So I was experimenting with it. I was having a few issues. I'd done a few live streams. I wasn't completely happy with a lot of the quality of the live stream going up to YouTube. I know a lot of that is dependent on the internet connection that you have, so that's another issue. Maybe you may want to live record as opposed to live stream, that kind of thing. And then if you're going to live record, then you may want to think about not doing it through a webcam at all, just do it through a normal camera, and then, you know, add your effects afterwards if you really want to do that. Whatever, you'll find a way. Okay, so I was up I was at my office and I decided, right, okay, today I'm going to try and experiment with OBS live stream again and see if I can nail down this quality. I didn't have anything to say, so I thought, right, okay, what I'll do, I'll just screen record what's on my desktop and just let it play. Now, I was going to watch a football match, a soccer match if you're in America, and so that's what I did. I thought, you know what, I'll just watch the game, and then I'll start screen recording, you know, just beforehand, you know, the chat, the commentators chat, and then my idea was I'll just watch the game because it'll have motion of the game, you know, the camera. I can live stream that. I can check it on my phone to see what the quality is like, if it's glitchy or anything like that. And then I could also test the audio as well. I can interact with it as well to test the live chat and see how that's working, see if it comes up on the computer and everything like that. The whole idea was that I was just going to test the whole system, have a look at it, review it on YouTube afterwards, and then I was going to delete it because it's not relevant to my channel. It was purely a test. Unfortunately, I got called out the office for about 10-15 minutes and something like that. I can't remember what it was. And when I came back in, it all been stopped. And I was like, oh, what's going on here? So basically what happened was, because I was screen recording a live TV feed of a football game, it's copyrighted. I didn't even think about it, to be honest with you. I didn't even think about that as being copyrighted material, or it would be an issue, and especially as I wasn't going to monetize it. It was, you know, I'm not monetized, so I wasn't monetizing it. It wasn't about it, and I was also going to delete it. So YouTube immediately took it down. they said afterwards in a kind of email, said we've sent you a warning, you ignored that warning, whatever. I think they sent the warning when I was out of the office because I didn't see it. Anyway, so here's the thing. They stopped me from live streaming for 90 days. No other explanations apart from that it was copyrighted material. No right of reply from my part. No way to explain on my part. And everything like this. Now, I thought that was correct of them. Absolutely. This is not a dig at YouTube per se for taking down the video. Absolutely, or the live stream. Absolutely right. If it is copyrighted, and it's good that they've got a system there in place to take that down. But what they've done is just immediately hit a 90-day limit or embargo on me, stop me from doing live streaming, which is kind of what they want people to do. They want people to live stream and get people, more and more onto YouTube. So I tried to send them feedback, and I tried to, reply to the emails that they sent me, all sent back. Try to send feedback on various different pages of YouTube explaining the situation, what happened, genuine mistake. Can you put the, lift the ban that I've got? Now, I haven't got a community strike, I haven't got a channel strike or anything like that. So I'm not, a bad boy per se, but they've just stopped me from live streaming for 90 days. So here's the problem. I can't do live streaming, but I also can't plead my case. So this is the issue with YouTube in general. Anytime you try and contact them to ask them a question, it's just ridiculous. You even got the YouTube creators videos that they do. You try and go on there and they don't answer a question. Or they won't do anything about it. When they were developing the studio beta, they said, please send us your feedback, and we'll come back to you. Well, initially, they don't do that anymore. I sent loads of feedback, never got one reply to help them out, to acknowledge what I was saying. So that's really frustrating. Basically, they want you to interact and use their platform to promote YouTube. We're doing this to promote YouTube. It's our content, and we're promoting their platform, which is the biggest platform in the world. I get that and everything like that. But we're still, every time we upload, we're promoting their platform. But for us not to be able to interact with them, and if there's an issue with our videos or with the platform or what they're doing, then that's a real issue. So I've tried to call them, tried to email them, email sent back, tried to send feedback, nothing heard. Went on Twitter, or did a YouTube search, how to contact YouTube. They said, look, it's impossible. They're useless. They never come back to you. This is a huge indictment on YouTube, because we are your customers in many ways, and we are attracting other customers to the platform so that you can sell advertising on videos, even whether we as a creators get that or not, whether our channels are monetized or not. So you're kind of, you're biting the hand that feeds you or feeds the machine, because we're the feeders, we're bringing everything in, and you're just hosting it all. And you're not allowing us to contact you. Now, unless you're a really big, YouTuber like PewDiePie or whatever, or Casey Neistat or whoever, who's, or somebody, you reach a certain level, a certain amount of subscriptions, 100,000 or whatever it is, and then you get your own YouTube representative, to your manager, basically they're only interested in you then because guess what, you're bringing in lots of viewers, lots of revenue, so maybe they'll give you something. I've said this for a long time, that actually all the new creators, all the new YouTubers need that kind of help as well, or some kind of online help. So I went on to Twitter as well, tried to contact them there, didn't come back to me. So this is ridiculous. So I've been stuck with a 90-day ban. I've tried everything to try and get in touch with them, first of all. I've tried everything I can possibly think of to plead my case. And at this stage, I don't think I'm going to be able to do live streaming for 90 days. So all I can do is just do these live recordings. But I wanted to give you this update so that you know what has been going on in the background and what the issues that you can have if you're starting a channel, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be motorcycle related, because that's what my channel is about. It's about, yeah, motorcycle life, if you like, but it's also about having a YouTube channel, a motorcycle channel as well. So, you know, all the issues surrounding that. And this is a big issue for me, because I wanted to do the live stream, come on out, be more efficient in how I'm getting news updates to you, especially news updates to you guys. I wanted to just live stream it. It'd be more authentic. It'd be, you know, more real. It'd be more interactive, especially when the chat going and everything like that. And I thought that would be a lot better. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to do that right now, so I'm having to do this live recording. And just do it in a way that is, you know, I can chop and change it over the feed here, and I can, you know, just do all these different things that I'm talking about, and I can just keep on changing the view. I can also tell you a little bit about these biker interviews, which I'll be doing. I'll have myself on one side, I have, you know, somebody from the motorcycle world or surrounding the motorcycle world on the other side, and we can have a chat about something. So, you know, and hopefully that'll be entertaining for you and informative, and to bring you a different perspective from somebody else, you know, from the other side of the world, or who rides a different type of motorcycle to you, you know, so we all rides in different circles, if you know what I mean. Because there are different types of motorcyclists. There are, you know, different bikers, and, you know, there are people who, and I kind of class myself in this group as well, if you like, who are not really affiliated to anything, you know, are not really, you know, not in motorcycle clubs, not really into a particular scene. But I just love doing my own thing, and I'm sure there are lots of people out there, lots of people who ride bikes who are just into their own thing, and they like a bit of everything, but they're not necessarily going to be shackled by, I must be a biker, I must be in a motorcycle club, I must be a motorcycle racer, whatever, you know. So I like a bit of everything, as opposed to just one specific thing. And, you know, whether you're into your bikes, your choppers, your Harleys, your scooters, your Japanese sports bikes, whatever it is. So that's where these live interviews will be going anyway. Anyway, I've rambled on, but suffice to say that, yeah, lots of issues. I'm still having lots of issues with this. I think the live stream by myself, as just myself, will be fine. I think live streaming live streaming a Skype interview per se isn't going to work. So what I will have to do is live record those, so it'll be almost live. Live record those, and then if there is a lag, I can get it into my editing software on iMovie, and I can make a video actually how to remove the audio and then realign it so that it matches up, you know, with your well, lip syncs basically. So, you know, I can do something like that, and then I'll have to post it. So maybe that's something I'll have to look at doing. It's really annoying because I was just getting into the live stream. I was just really starting to see where I could use it. Initially, I was sort of, secretly I was thinking, what am I doing? What am I doing this live streaming for? You know, but I sort of persisted with it until I actually found I created a need for it, or created a use for it. Not a need, a use for it. But anyway, right, so I've recorded this video in a kind of live stream way, specifically, so you get an idea of what, you know, these live streams will be about. Anyway, I've rambled on for far too long, taken up way too much of your time. So check out all the links below, because there's lots of stuff, all to the website. So if all goes Pete on, you know, and YouTube eventually kick me off here for whatever reason, They could even kick me off for complaining about YouTube. I don't know. I don't even know how it works. You hear so many horror stories sometimes about people. But anyway, so if something happens, then you'll know that there's all the links below. You can catch it on the social media channels, which, you know, I'm not really active on social media, but all the videos go up there. They're automatically shared. The website, RevelatorAlf.com, everything is on there. All the videos appear as blog posts. So if whatever happens, they'll always be on there. That's why, because of little issues like this with this live streaming from YouTube, this is one of the reasons why I started looking into other platforms, other ways to send out my content and protect that content. And this kind of thing from YouTube actually makes that even more relevant. That, you know, if you just put all your eggs in one basket, that's where you can have an issue. As long as it's working fine and great for you, you'll have no issues. But I've heard of other big, really big YouTubers who've had their channels completely wiped out, and they hadn't even done anything wrong. If you check out on YouTube, there's a channel called Swoop. There's this girl from the United States. She does like a Casey Neistat style storytelling video. It's really cool. I'm a fan of hers, actually. But she had a channel before, I forgot what it was, and she explains it all on her videos. That there was a glitch within YouTube, and it completely wiped her out. Completely wiped out the channel. She lost over 600,000 subscribers, and, you know, they couldn't do anything about it. And she hadn't done anything wrong. She wasn't like swearing or using profanity or being nude or anything ridiculous like that. You know, she was just a normal girl telling the stories, and just had a really big following. And her business, if you like, her YouTube business, her YouTube world, was all on that channel. And even she says, diversify. And I think that's what you know, if you look at a lot of these YouTubers out there who are giving you advice and stuff like that, they're saying, you know, build your business up on YouTube and diversify out. But I think what they're missing the point here. They're still basing your business on the largest platform. But if that platform goes against you, everything else kind of falls away. So you need to have your platform which are hosting your videos, but you also need other things as well. So you need to have if you want to take YouTube or your video content creations to another level and build it up so it can feed other things, let's say, you know, if you just want to put your videos up there, that's different. You know, just put your videos on YouTube. But if you want to try and build a channel, build a brand and all this kind of stuff, then you need to have a different way of doing things. So having a YouTube channel is great, but you've got to have a website. You've got to have somewhere to direct traffic to. You've got to be able to say, okay, well, YouTube won't allow me to put this kind of content in the links below, but yeah, in the description. But if you go to my website, everything's there. So you can have an audience for your website. You can have an audience for your YouTube channel. If you put it out to social media, you'll have an audience on that particular social media who may or may not look at your stuff. But what I'm saying is, whatever your content is, you're sharing it out. But it's still reliant on coming from YouTube. So my point is, well, actually, don't only have it on YouTube, have it on other platforms. And that's why I went to Cocoscope as well, which is minute compared to YouTube. But that's why Twitch came up as well, Twitch started up for gamers, and it's a direct rival against YouTube in many ways for the gaming platform. That's why people have gone over to YouTube, on YouTube, but they've gone over to Twitch as well. And they're doubling up on their content. That's what I'm doing with Cocoscope, just doubling up. And just say, well, if you can't get me on there, you'll get the same sort of content on there. You know, that's the kind of thing. Anyway, it's up to you whether you go to Cocoscope. I'm not telling you to go to Cocoscope. I don't put the links in below because I treat it as a totally different platform. But I'm saying is that there are other platforms out there that can host your content. So if something you fall out of good favour with YouTube, as I've just done in terms of this live streaming, which is really frustrating again because I've tried to plead my case and nobody's listening. Who knows? You know, look, I might put this up and today or next week they might say, okay, we've got your message and we'll allow you to do it. If that happens, great. I will do a live stream and I will, you know, say thanks to YouTube. But until that happens, then obviously I won't. Anyway, let's cut this out. I've kind of rambled on for half an hour. My God. Right, okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed that anyway. I hope you found that useful. That's not really enjoyable, is it? It's more about trying to give you information. And that's like a really big update for the channel as well. So I've got a few more riding videos coming in. There's lots of videos scheduled as well for the next few weeks, actually. Lots of diverse sort of content, and I am diversifying the content a little bit as well. So lots more stuff coming out, both on YouTube and obviously through the website and obviously the other platform, Cocoscope, as well. So there is lots of stuff coming, and I'm also looking at, because I've planned it so far ahead, I'm going to take a few days here and there just to, you know, decompress a little bit and to find different ways, or just develop new ideas for YouTube as well, or the videos, I should say. That's what I want to do. Different ideas for different videos. So you can get to a point where you have a bit of, let's say, writer's block, but you think, what should I make a video about now? What should I do now? You know, even though, you know, you do all this research, whatever. So that will be another video. I will make a video about that process as well. Or I might do it in this kind of live stream style as well. Anyway, hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe to the channel, YouTube. You can go to the other platform, if you want to. Check out the website and the links below. Subscribe, leave comments, loads of comments. Let me know if you're having issues with your live streaming. If you want to send me any questions about on a Mac and using webcams and OBS, I've been looking into this quite a lot. I'll try to answer it for you if you're having issues. If you want to start doing live streaming and you're not too sure, send a comment below, definitely, and I'll try to answer. I always try and answer all the comments that I get. I know sometimes there's hardly any, sometimes I get quite a few, not only on this channel, but also another channel which I'm involved in for football, YouTube channels. So, you know, if you want to ask questions, feel free to do, and I'll always try and answer those. Anyway, catch you on the next live stream, almost live video, other video coming soon. Cheers now. Bye. Bye. No, really, bye.